A distributed database. So before enter into the distributed database, what is the meaning for centralized database? Centralized database means we have the server, the all the data stored in a centralized manner. If any failure occur in the centralized database, you cannot retrieve the data from the centralized database. Okay. So this is the disadvantages in that centralized database. We are moving to that distributed database. What is distributed database? As data star stored in a different sites. So all the sites are connected through a network connection. So that is called as a distributed database. So whenever your data is needed, you're going to access the data from the different sites. So what is the advantages of distributed database? Means this is the freedom from deadlock. So availability of the data is increased. This is the main advantages of distributed database. So next one, what are the types of distributed database? Means two types of distributed database. One is homogeneous distributed database, another one is heterogeneous distributed database. Homogeneous distributed database means all the sites are using only the same software. So already you know that what this distributed database means. Different sites having different sites, each and every sites to maintain the different data. Whenever you need the data, we're going to access the data from the said data from the different sites. Okay. So in the view of homogeneous distributed database, all the sites are using only the same softwares. Each and every site using the same software. So and each and every one, you know the what are the operation done in all the sites. Okay, this is the homogeneous, and next one is the heterogeneous distributed database. Means different sites are using this different softwares and different schemas, different platforms are using. Each and every one is cannot understand what are going to done in a different sites. Okay. So this is a homogeneous and heterogeneous distributed database. So next one, what is the technologies used to store the data in a distributed database? Means only the two techniques. One is the replication, another one is a fragmentation. What is the meaning for the replication? Means system maintain a multiple copies of data in a different sites. So this leaves foster retrieval and fault tolerance. The fragmentation means each relation is partitioned into R1, R2, R3. It is a several fragments and stored in a distinct site. Okay, this is the fragmentation. So next one, uh, so what is the advantages of replication? Means the first main advantage is availability of the data. Okay, so because the replication means the multiple copies of data stored in a different sites. There's multiple copies of same data stored in a different sites. So that is the replication. If you are using the replication concept, we are the advantage is availability, because each and every site can have a data of the same data. So we are going to access the data from the different sites. User no need to wait for the data. So next one, the parallelism process. We are using the parallelism concept. We have to process the different data and then reduce the data transfer. Some disadvantages in their replication: increase the cost of update and increase the complexity is the disadvantages of replication. So next one, data fragmentation. So what is the fragmentation? Fragmentation means if you are considering the relation R, the R is fragment into R1, R2, R3. Okay, this is the fragmentation technique. That is the partitioning is the fragmentation technique. So two types of fragmentations are available. One is the horizontal fragmentation, another one is the vertical fragmentation. What is horizontal fragmentation and what is vertical fragmentation? So enter into the topic. We are know that one is relational algebra operation, that is the selection operation and projection operation. Selection operation means the particulars displaying the particular row by using some condition, that is the selection operation. And projection operation means we are going to display the sub particular column, that is the projection operation. The same way the horizontal fragmentation and vertical fragmentations are explained. Horizontal fragmentation means the particular row is fragmented, that is the selection operation. The vertical fragmentation, particular column is fragmented, that is the vertical fragment. See this some example. So consider this example. The branch name and account number and balance. The from the branch sigma branch name equal to hillside from the account relation, equal to hillside equal to account relation. If you are using some condition, you are going to display this particular row, that is the horizontal fragmentation. So vertical fragmentation, you are going to display the particular column. Here you are going to use the projection operation to display the branch name and customer name with the help of employee information is the relation name. So next one, so these are some advantages of horizontal and vertical fragmentation. So next one is the data transparency is the another techniques. The what is the transparency? The so unaware of the details and how and where the data are stored in a distributed database system. So there is a transparency. Three types of transparency: fragmentation transparency and replication and location transparency. Thank you.